Hello everyone, welcome back to the DaniyalZi Show, episode 4. We are here with SEO mastermind Ihab El-Waly today. He graduated from Concordia University in 2015 and today he's running a successful SEO business, bringing countless brands to the front page of Google. And we're going to be talking everything SEO today, his story, his past, and let's get on with it. I met you at Collab Space.
Yeah, last year ago.
Last year, and you were doing some really cool stuff even at that time. And now I see that you're building SEO for all these companies, and you're doing really well.
Yeah, exactly. We even ranked our own self on first page.
Honestly, that's how did you get into that?
Okay, so first I started as a web developer, and 3 years ago with the same company, Eagle Webs. So basically, the problem I had with web development was because it was usually one-time sales.
Yeah.
So clients they come, then you don't see them after 1 year, 2 years. So it wasn't very stable. So only until then, 6 months ago, I decided to do something more monthly contracts and memberships.
Eagle Webs is your company.
Yeah, that's my own company. Yeah.
And you wanted to do more monthly contracts, subscription-based.
Subscription, yeah, exactly.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. So then I decided to start like looking up some stuff and ideas. Until then I found SEO, like it's all about monthly contracts, not just usually 2-3 months. So I felt, okay, that's like what I really want to do, and it creates more stability, and it's already on demand.
Well, you're able to really show results, right? When you put someone on the front page of Google, you show those results.
Yeah, and we even give.
So it seems like you learned in a really small length of time. How did you do that?
That's actually, it takes like around 3 months. It depends also on the keywords. So what we do, we rank for low competition keywords and a bit of medium, and which usually takes 3 to 4 months. That's why within a short period of time we can be on first page.
Oh, and like how did you really learn? Like, what was the process in your learning? Like, how did you really see how does SEO work? Did you look up on Google, YouTube?
First I took a course from Udemy. There's like a big website online, like it's called Udemy. They have online courses. Like they have like 50,000 courses. So
and you just learned all these online courses? Online courses are really cool, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially nowadays, there's so many ways you can learn about SEO, and there's so many other things just through YouTube and Udemy.
Udemy, yeah.
And even on my end, I've learned so much about web development and SEO and how to rank better. Even social media marketing, you can learn countless things online nowadays.
Yeah, you can learn anything on Udemy. Yeah,
so
I actually got 2 courses from Udemy. They were both SEO, but different instructors. So I learned from 2 kinds of instructors.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's having different point of views, how to do it better, how to do it differently. So yeah, and on top of this, I also hired a consultant. We also used to, we do some like couple of meetings a week,
and he helps you out.
He teaches me some other more technical stuff on SEO and how to do it.
So you want, is that what you want to keep doing? You want to learn a really much more deeper understanding?
Yeah, for sure, and always read articles, Neil Patel, there's always stuff to learn.
Oh yeah, you gotta learn from the influencers, right?
Yeah, from the top.
So you're doing all of this right now. What were you doing before, before university? Let's go way back. Let's go to when you were 10 years old. Were you still really into business? Were you still into entrepreneurialism?
Yeah, I had some small ideas of buy and sales, like that typical.
What were you doing?
First, when first the CD writer came out, the CD burner.
Okay,
it was still a new technology back then. So I was back in my elementary school or high school. I was selling some music.
You're burning CDs that's awesome.
Like Napster, Magica, all those. Download them and then even sell them for some students there.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then they can tell me what kind of music they want. So I used to search for music, make this CD 16 music audio, and then sell them those CDs for 5-10.
Was this before the LimeWire, the LimeWire days? LimeWire and what was the other one?
Yeah, the Napster and
Napster.
Even used LimeWire a bit. But then Gaza, there was so many kind of where you download music for free.
Oh my God!
So I used to stuff.
That's pretty cool.
And then even back then in my country, Lebanon, even we had those games and movies. So we used to burn them too, and then sell them for others as well.
And you were doing this in Lebanon?
Yeah, I did this for
wow, you did? Holy crap!
So it was such very small.
When did you come to Canada?
Okay, actually, I used to go and come.
Oh, you used to go and come back. He's go back, do a hustle over here, and you're hustling over here too.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty.
That's moving back and forth a couple of times until then. After 18,
I love it.
Yeah, until stable in Canada.
And then you went to University
Yeah,
in
that's when-
Concordia.
yeah,
You did,
exactly
what
when
did
I
you do over there?
Yeah, I did computer science.
Computer
and,
science?
Specializing in web applications.
How was the university experience?
Oh, it wasn't as
Did you learn a lot?
not a lot, but I learned a bit. It's not worth the whole like 5-year trip.
Do you think just this industry changes way too much for the university to really be effective?
Yeah, exactly. It keeps changing, so it's always
Changes way too fast, right?
Yeah, like the university is only a base to build and to give you this whole thinking process to understand how it all technical works. But to really be in business or even as a staff member, you still need to have your own skills, your own tools. Like it doesn't teach you everything for professionals.
No, it's true. Like you especially in marketing and these SEO fields, there's so much you can learn just online right now. And the fact of the matter is things change so much every day at this point where you can't learn from a professor as well as you can learn on your own.
Yeah.
So on that end, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, exactly. You always have to have, especially
you always have to have
everywhere.
a broader
search for
understanding.
everything, online articles, Google, online courses. It's way easier to learn. It's like we're being bombarded with.
So what kind of marketing tools do you use for Eagle Labs right now?
Yeah, like marketing tools. Like we do like Keyword Revealer. It's like a tool for keyword research.
Okay.
So we
What's it called?
Keyword Revealer.
Keyword Revealer.
Yeah, it's an online software where you can search for keywords and then see each keyword how many monthly average search volume and competition level, and then even like SERPs, how many people are ranking, like how many index.
And that's really working for you. You're bringing clients to really front pages of Google for specific keywords, and it's really working out.
Yeah, because before we even do SEO, we see what kind of keywords we should target, and we only target the ones that are that has traffic, not just any kind of keywords.
See that's actually good because I've seen your results on my end before the show, I personally, and but most for so many other SEO agencies, it's such a lie. They promise so much, but and then they cost thousands of dollars per month. SEO is not really cheap, right? For a lot of companies, and they don't deliver.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is that? Why don't a lot of SEO companies deliver properly? Why? How do you like? You must know a little bit about the industry, but so
yeah, I think mostly from the backlinks, most people are not very consistent in building backlinks, and that's and that's like 75% of the ranking factors to have so many backlinks on different websites.
And I heard you mentioning a little outsourcing. Is that explain?
Like for backlinks, usually I outsource them because it's so much routine work.
Okay.
So I have already a team set up, and we already discussed everything, and even I trained them a bit after I trained myself.
So not a lot of companies, I'm hearing from this, not a lot of companies are really doing enough backlinks.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's and that's like the main ranking factor.
And that's the main ranking factor.
And you have to have also good backlinks, not just any kind.
Okay. Well, to explain the process, how do you make a really good backlink?
So yeah, it's like sometimes we even use like a tool, spying tool, like Ahref. Then you can spy on competitors, so we can see where's the backlinks of competitors and get their see those, collect them, and then even post other kind of articles in that same website, or even we can convert those articles to like infograph, and then have a source of that from them.
So you make these unique blog articles and you post them. Onto what forums?
Forums, blogs.
Blogs.
It can be so many, even like some directive submission. Mostly the articles they play the most role in ranking because it's all about contents.
And a lot of companies do is they copy paste. What do you? How does that work? Does that help at all?
That's like the worst way.
That's the worst way.
Yeah, that's even probably like a black hat, which then it can rank you back to page 100. So it's the best.
Oh man, many companies use that method. Just copy paste,
exactly. And we all have unique articles. We write our own articles.
You write your own articles.
Yeah, like we do some research of some different articles, then we write our own.
And you want to make them quality, right? You want to make it related to whatever industry that is.
Yeah, exactly.
For example,
it has to be related, of course.
Like there's a huge explosion of like HVAC companies getting marketing agencies to do their business, and I saw there was the same article over and over again across multiple companies. Isn't that's the horrible way to do it, right?
Sure, it's a black hat because Google doesn't like duplicate contents and it won't even rank them.
It won't even rank them, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It has to be unique contents in every blog, every article, everywhere.
So for that new business starting out right now, if you had 5 tips you can give them on SEO, what could they do? 5 tips.
First, of course, the keyword research. They have to make sure what kind of keywords they want to rank for. At least try to target minimum 5 keywords. Or then of course they can target 10, 20. Then the second thing is of course their own page. They want to make sure their website is optimized. They have the good title, meta description, even blogs, articles in their own website, like as on page. And then of course the main stuff is the off page. So to make sure they can get good backlinks, create different blogs, websites. Even if they do some websites for clients, they can still add like a designed by this company name, which is also a nice way to get backlinks from different websites.
So creating that blog content is essential, right?
Yeah, exactly. You have
How about video content?
video? Yeah, it can also help a bit if you have videos, but it's not like the main ranking one.
It's not the main ranking one. Usually it's the write-ups.
Yes, your write-ups and even a bit of images, where you can have alt text in your image.
So that's something a lot of people miss, the alt text on the image. On WordPress, whenever you upload an image, you can put the alt text, but most people always ignore that.
Yeah, exactly. You should always have this in every article.
So they should just put a basic description of what the image is?
Not just like a keyword of the image, like or something relevant. Yeah, we don't have to have a big stuff.
So it's a picture of, say, like a laptop and table, like laptop.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, it depends on the focus keyword. Let's say you're doing like find the best laptops, so it's good to have on this image, find the best laptops.
Find the best laptops.
Yeah.
And that helps you get to
even that helps for optimizing even the images, because some people search for Google image, so then even your image can be like on the first page when people in the image search result.
So that's so these are the kind of things you do in Eagle Labs to help your clients out, and that's what your team is really working on right now.
Yeah, exactly. We even have our own book. Like we wrote a.
You wrote a book. What's it called?
PDF book. It's just like it's a private book we use to help consult clients.
Oh, okay. It's like a private guide for your agency.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a 30-page book, so it helps them, all this from start to finish, how to rank on first page, all the things they need, and where to post, how to write good articles, all those tips.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's good. I mean, having that especially like book content must really help out.
Yeah, it's only a 30-page, so people will be able to read it.
They're actually able to read it.
200 book page. So we made it very simple, straightforward, and.
Well, that's the thing, right? People's attention won't last so long. So
yeah, exactly.
Having a book that they can quickly, easily, efficiently read and improve on their SEO, especially, which is so important.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
You're running this really cool agency right now, helping a lot of clients. What were you doing before Eagle Labs?
Before I did so many different things.
So I remember when I met you in Collab Space, you had a skateboard.
Yeah, skateboard.
Right? Right, the little really cool one.
Exactly. I even brought it with me now.
Can you see it? That was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a year ago. I joined as a sales manager for this. Yeah. So that's the foldable skateboard we had. And then it even locks from the back.
And as far as I remember, this was like a patenting thing, and no one's ever thought of this before.
Yeah, that was the prototype we had. Then we made some different ones, but then we didn't continue much on it. Yeah.
And it's just like really mobile skateboard.
Yeah, exactly. People can put it in their backpack. It's not heavy in the locker. So it's very portable one.
And you worked in the sales for this company. How did you do the sales for this?
For this, mostly actually, it was even coincidence. I was already doing Amazon.
You were doing Amazon with this?
Even before this, I was doing on my own Amazon.
Oh wow, you're doing Amazon on your own too?
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of stuff were you selling?
So it was mainly export stuff like goggles, swimming caps, soccer balls, all those. And it was all FBA, so all those products, it was straight to Amazon warehouse. I didn't have any products at my home. And it's just about marketing them, listing them, pay-per-click.
So just like flipping your things and all that kind of stuff. I love that, man. Honestly, there's people don't realize how much money there is in flipping things around your own house. And you must have been like, your mind must have been blown, like, I have all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Even like I used to get stuff from China, from like Alibaba. I used to see suppliers, manufacturers, and then they used to ship them straight.
Oh, Alibaba AliExpress. I used to do the same thing. Back in high school, I was on this website called Beltal. I don't know if it's operational anymore, but I would just order hundreds of LCD screens, iPhone screens, and I was repairing iPhone 4s on right in the food court of my high school. That was really fun. So like I totally agree with you, man. The magic you can get from AliExpress, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's way cheaper. It's just to get quantity and then sell.
Exactly.
And then find a good shipping and all this.
What do you think is a really good thing right now to buy and sell?
To buy and sell, like I prefer now because Amazon changed a lot since last year. So now the only thing that works we have is to be a unique product, something like patent, something like this, not like just any kind of products. Yeah. Because now competition is very big, and even Amazon.
That's also a big mistake people do is buy 10,000 of
Yeah, that's
earphones
okay. Yeah, that's
when there's already
yeah, exactly.
someone else cornering the earphone
Yeah,
market.
exactly. It's good to start with little products. Like let's say 20, 30, 40 quantity. Don't go like 1,000.
And then yeah,
Just to give it at least a try. If it
Yeah.
sells well, then you can
Then
order
you-
100, 200. That's how
Yeah.
I started. Yeah, especially
And you
with
still
that
do it
Google.
these days?
No, because after Amazon changed all this policy, I felt it's going to be very
it's much.
complicated, and then you have to drive traffic through your own source, and it's going to be
That's
very
true.
long term. So
That's
it's,
true.
I felt it's better to find something better.
What about eBay?
eBay,
Did
no,
you
I
ever
didn't.
use it?
No, not much.
Not much eBay.
Much, yeah.
No, eBay. I did a little bit of eBay back in high school. That was fun. But they're same thing with them. They're like everything changed so much.
Okay.
But the cool thing about eBay is when you can look at the items that were recently sold,
Yeah.
and when you look at the items that are recently sold, you kind of have an idea of what you should buy,
Yeah.
and then you can buy that off AliExpress and sell it because you know it's already sold at that price. So that's another way of
Yeah.
doing buy and sell and flipping.
Okay. Yeah. eBay people will be very active there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
What other side projects are you doing nowadays?
Yeah.
You did this, now
Okay.
then you did Eagle Webs.
Eagle Webs, and now
What
even
else
then-
are you doing these days?
Yeah, even now I started another website called Eagle Academia. So it's like I'm like now partner with
Eagle Academia?
Yeah, Eagle Academia. It's all about
Cool.
online course.
So you're providing all online courses too?
Yeah, exactly. But
Okay.
yeah, but not my own course. It's through partnership course like Udemy and Coursera.
Okay.
So those are very big companies. They have so many different kind of course and in different categories, subcategories. So I did my own categories of them, changing some of their categories, and even support people who wants to learn something. I can refer them to take this course.
So you made it like a really streamlined process on learning.
Yeah, exactly. Well, learning.
And it's
online.
mostly just same thing, internet marketing?
Yeah, exactly. Now, yeah, even for this, we can build traffic from SEO and then even other digital media stuff.
Cool,
Yeah.
that's good, man. I know right now, being able to teach people online is such a huge thing. You go on Eventbrite, there's so many people who are giving their courses. But is it a free or paid service?
No, it's actually all paid courses, but they're not very expensive. So most of them, like maybe usually Udemy, they have so many discounts, so you can buy them for like $15 per course.
$15, okay, that's
but if they're not discounts, maybe 50, 100.
Yeah,
it's still affordable, not like $1,000 course.
No, it depends on the quality, right?
Yeah.
On Eventbrite, there's so many courses that are like $1,000 per course, and who's teaching it? Someone who never made a Facebook ad in their life.
Exactly. So, but all those are very well-known instructors, and even they have good ratings.
That's
so
good.
Yeah, so a part of Eagle Academia, we choose only the top-rated courses, not just any kind of course, because they have so many different courses and like 50,000.
Oh, so you really streamline it that well.
Yeah, exactly. I select
That's really cool, guys.
top courses.
So he takes courses from Udemy, really streamlines them,
Yeah.
picks from the best ones. He did them, and then he puts them on his website.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's
then,
really cool.
Yeah, and then people want to learn, and even if there's categories I don't have, I can still add categories in the future and of what they want, and then recommend those courses to them, which
Good.
are only from the top instructors. Yeah.
Good. So is that these are your two main things right now?
Yeah, exactly. Two main things: the Eagle Webs and Eagle Academy.
Do you develop a lot of content yourself?
Content, yeah, like we have also a blog there, so we're doing that's good for SEO.
That's good.
Yeah, optimizing both websites now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If you had something to say to some of the startup watching this show who wants to build their agency,
Okay.
who are just really starting out right now,
Okay.
what piece of advice would you give them?
Yeah, don't put too much time on jobs, because it's like 40 hours per week can be very hard. So first thing, maybe if they want to do like some part-time job, and then they can start very small business capital. So whatever skill they have, they can just build a website, a bit of social media, and then do lots of networking. Because even I used to do lots of networking.
I remember that.
Yeah, and even until now I still do lots of networking. So it's all about building relationships.
So building your capital,
building
so
capital.
that you can have this kind of budget in order to support
like a
your
small
business,
capital.
right?
Yeah, even like a small website, something small to start with, have the skill there, then do lots of networking and events, even referring or maybe partnership with other like business alliance, building it.
Well, I agree with that. Either if you're doing on my end, if I was answering that question, either a job, a part-time job, or
Yeah,
even
part-time would be a good
do if you have a startup, Start offering your services, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're really good at something,
Yeah.
offer that as a service.
Yeah, exactly.
And then make your cash that you need.
Yeah.
There's enough hours in the day for you to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I do agree with that.
Yeah. And even as affiliate, it can be a very good start, because affiliate, you already have everything ready, products ready. It's all about how to market them and get people interested in buying them, and you will get good percentage from those big companies.
No,
So that's another way to start, something with low capital.
yeah, absolutely. It's just to reiterate, it is so absolutely essential to have a little bit of starting capital, because you need to put at least $200 into your advertising.
Yeah, $200 which
per
is
month.
affordable.
And I'd say that'd be the bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and $200 a month people can always it's reasonable to pay. It's not like, paying $1,000, $2,000 per month.
Absolutely. Before, back in the 30, 40 years back, people paid 10, 15,000 to have a billboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, there wasn't much advertising as now.
And now you can spend $200 and reach 100,000 people on Facebook. So I think that's absolutely insane.
Even KGG, like you can do so many free posts and get some good traffic there.
I've seen so much of it.
Yeah.
YouTube pre-roll ads, Facebook dark posts, so many things out there. So really, I think the amount of cash required now to make a company rather than what it was before, it really just depends on how much you're willing to learn at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much for being on the DaniyalZi Show, guys. We will be uploading a new episode 2 times a week now. So the next one will be uploaded this Saturday. It's gonna be a really cool one, guys. See you guys next time. All right, take care. Bye.